Guys, what's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is April 22nd, 2024, and welcome to the Grand Prix News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And just looking at this title, it's not looking good. Once again, the bear is preparing for worst case scenario. They already know that the sleeping giant and other nations are going to send some very powerful equipments. Even Poland talked about nukes. Now it says here you have the bear conducts bio, radiation, and other drills. Now the drills involved some very powerful stuff. I'm gonna skip that name. Protection troops deploying around 2,000 liters of smoke mixture over 3+ square kilometers with 7 TDA 3 smoke generator vehicle. Alright, so once again guys, they're preparing for, basically, if you kind of think about it, this is NUKE. Alright, NUKE biblical war. That's what it is. And there's a video here, is urgent exercise, and I'm gonna leave this link in my Twitter page if you guys want to check it out. Again, I'm not gonna play it due to copyright, but yeah, the bear soldiers, they're preparing for worst case scenario. We have more breaking news updates. Here we go. All right, and I did mention this, I did talk about this, but this is very important. We got to bring this up again. An increasing event. There you go. Nuclear. There you go. Alright, so that's the warning from the bear top diplomat Sergey. He says that the sleeping giant obsession with inflicting a strategic defeat on the bear capital is pushing the world to the brink. This is why the bear are preparing. They're preparing for the aftermath, the radiation stuff that comes from a NUKE blast. Alright, so again, when you see these things, these signs, it's very important that people also prepare spiritually, physically, mentally. Alright, so the bear is also furious with Mr. Mike. The bear state media turns on traitor Mike. We're gonna see what's going on here, guys. They're furious. Even I was in shock. I'm like, wow, Mike, you really, again, you just bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar. You just bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar. Again, you gave them the big chunk, almost 100 billion, right after they declared an abomination on Resurrection Day. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on in this one here, guys. My next video later tonight, some very good stuff, guys. Very good stuff. We're going to talk more about the red heifer. They were doing certain, red heifer stuff. We're going to talk more about it. It's going to be over at my main channel, Grand Supreme News. Let's see what's going on here. They are not pleased with Mike. They are not pleased with Mike. All right, let's see what's going on here. It says some of the bear leader closest allies have flipped. They flipped their narrative of House Mr. Johnson after the right leader supported the passing of an additional aid for the yellow and blue. After all these months, he was turning down this stuff. He's like, nope, it's dead on the desk. I'm not going to sign it. But then all of a sudden, there was a change of heart. He decided to give in. And his response was, I think the bear is bad. I think the red dragon is bad. I think Persia is bad. I think Vladimir is bad. And so since I go by my assuming my own belief instead of going by scriptures, he's going by his own thinking and giving the money to the sleeping giant. Again, the bill, the $95 billion bill, gave it to the sleeping giant. That bill is going to go to the leader's desk. He's going to sign it, and it's going to be game on. So, Mr. Johnson think. So he's not for sure. But he still gave the 100 billion. This is where we at, man. This is where we at. If only there was a Christ-like warrior that keep their foot down and not bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar. We've seen what Pence did, and now we see Mr. Mike. So during a Sunday broadcast of the television talk show Sunday evening with, I'm going to skip this person's name, the Krem host called Mike a traitor for pushing supplement funding for the yellow and blue, despite members of his party opposing the spending measures. Some people's going to be like, well, what's wrong with that, Louis? Well, what's wrong with that? Have you guys seen what's going on? Have you seen the LIVES being taken out? See, the LIVES has not been taken out that much. Why? Because Sleeping Giant has not been giving money to the yellow and blue country. All right, but now numbers are going to skyrocket. It ain't because of the bear. It's because the Sleeping Giants just passed a massive bill. And so the bear's furious with Mr. Mike. Once again, the House passed a $60.8 billion big one intended to support the yellow and blue biblical war against the bear on Saturday, following months of resistance from the lawmakers. Now, Mr. Mike touted the bill as the right thing to do in the days leading up to the chamber's vote. Now, the LEFT also relied behind passing the measures on Saturday, and the Sleeping Giant leader has urged the Senate to pass this thing immediately. It's the right thing to do. Let's stop here for a second. It's the right thing to do? Well, how come you denied it? Not twice, but 3 times. You denied it. So what happened the first time? It was not the right thing to do? What happened the second time? It was not the right thing to do? And now this third one? Well, it's the right thing to do. Playing games. It's a game of chess. And I said this, the reason why it was passed now, because winter's over. Here comes summer. It's going to get hot. Really hot. I'm talking about a metaphor here. According to reporting by Julia Davis, a top NEWS analyst who runs the Bear Media Monitor Project, said on Sunday that the new yellow and blue bill was a brutal victory for the 4-6 because he did not give anything to the right. Look at that. So, Mr. Mike gave him $95 billion is going to go to foreign lands. In return, the Sleeping Giant gets nothing for Hawaii, nothing for Ohio, nothing for Baltimore, the bridge, nothing for California, the flood, nothing for the southern region. We get thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I don't know what happened to him because he said he was not going to pass it unless we do something with the southern region, and that was the deal. But now all of a sudden, there you go. At least the bear has common sense. They know what's going on here. So once again, it says the Sleeping Giant leader achieved everything. He apparently used backstage methods to lure to his side that the man whom the right chose to represent said, referring to Mr. Mike. At the very end, they all buddies. They all buddies. Mr. Mike betrayed them. Mr. Mike betrayed them. He continued. He totally betrayed them. Not us. We have no friends there. This is all you need to know about the Sleeping Giant world. They're traitors. Wow. The bear's right. The bear's right. With Lewis, he's a Christian. Again, if you listen to his words, he said that he's not for sure if the bear is bad. He's assuming. Now, if you're a Christian, you should not be assuming. You're bearing false witness. Assuming is a sin because you're going by your own understanding without any backup proof. And so you basically going by your own belief, your own opinion. It's not facts. It's just an opinion. Well, I believe he's evil. Now it's supposed to bear false witness. The Bear state-run media personnel had previously shown effective towards Mike. All right. So once again, talk show host Olga referred to Mr. Johnson in a broadcast earlier this month, according to Davis reporting. Similar statements have been made about former 4-5, with some television hosts referring to him as our 4-5. And I'm going to skip that name there. Now it says here, you have the number of right, have spoken out against Mike. And the passing of additional aid to the yellow and blue, including others. You have Mrs. Green. She's the one that's putting her foot down. She's like, I can't trust none of y'all, man. So, who introduced a motion to vacate against the Mr. Mike after he worked with LEFT to pass the $1.2 trillion to avoid shutdown. Mrs. Green was praised by Margaret, a top of the Bear Gov, skip that name, editor-in-chief of the Bear state-owned media. I'm going to skip that media name. All right, so once again, Mrs. Green, you're just shown is beauty, this person said, after Solovyuk showed clips of the Congresswoman. She is one of a few members of the Sleeping Giant House who is trying to look like a person in an old-fashioned sense of the word. Now, Mrs. Green is often featured on the Bear State TV and has been accused of parroting the Bear Gov propaganda. She has previously dismissed such accusation. There's only a few good ones. Mrs. Green is one of them. We already seen that most of those in the spotlight, even though they, pray and this and that, yeah, they kind of is showing their colors. Now, why am I bringing Johnson? Well, because what Johnson did has led to this here. The Bear conducts basically aftermath NUKE disaster event. So the Bear believes that there's going to be WW3 that is going to hit the fan. And so they are preparing. Then you have, once again, you have Sergey. He's also sounding the alarm. He's saying that the warning from the Bear, Mr. Sergey, he says that the Sleeping Giant obsession with inflicting a strategic defeat on the Bear capital is pushing the world to biblical war. Once again, an increasing risk of NUKE war. Mike. You gave the leader, the Sleeping Giant, the abomination, man. You gave him 95 billion big ones. We're going to find out sooner or later what's going to happen. But again, guys, the Bear's preparing. Everybody's sending stuff. And I'm going to keep you updated on all this. Once again, Mike said it was the right thing to do. Yeah? But what about those other twice that you failed to pass that bill? The first time you say, no, it ain't going to happen. I guess it wasn't the right thing to do, right? Second time, it wasn't the right thing to do. The third time, it's the right thing to do. Why the change of heart? Why the change of heart. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, please share this video. For those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.